Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome back to my session. Today we are going to cover few different examples from numerical ability. As you know that this is one of the important section for your upcoming examination. As you know already pattern, total 20 questions you have to solve in this particular section. And before this video, we already completed three different, so two videos from quantitative aptitude means which is going to cover all the numerical ability questions, and one video we covered three different topics in reasoning, logical reasoning part, series, analogy, and coding and decoding. So all the three videos already available in playlist. Go through it, and if you have any doubts, you can reach us through Telegram, Instagram, or WhatsApp. If you guys are new to our channel, just subscribe and share this information with your friends whoever preparing for different examinations. Definitely our content will help your preparation. So without any delay, let's start the session. So guys, try to solve this question and post your answer in the comment section. For every question, I will give an explanation. Don't worry about that. So try to solve and post your answer in the comment section. So we will cover both foundation and advanced sections, especially in quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. So the ratio of four angles of quadrilateral is 1 is to 2 is to 4 is to 5. And what is the value of smallest angle? So they clearly mention that ratio of the angles 1, 2, 4, 5. As you know that sum of all these angles exactly equal to 12 units. It's just 12 units. Out of 12 units, what is the smallest value here? The smallest angle is 1. But according to the question here, they are talking about quadrilateral. As you know that sum of all the interior angles of quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Now you can compare. 12 units is equal to 360, then 1 become how much? According to the ratio, sum of all the angles is 12. Out of 12, the smallest angle is 1. If you compare with the original quadrilateral angle, sum of all the angles is equal to 360 degrees. If 12 units is equal to 360 degrees, then each angle is equal to 30 degrees. Now the question, what is the smallest one? So smallest one is equal to 30 degrees. I just want to extend one more question. So what is the difference between second largest, second largest and second smallest angle? What is the answer for this question? We need a difference. What is the difference of second largest and second smallest? As you know the comparison, each unit value is equal to 30 degrees. Now you just compare this value. Find the difference. What is the difference of second largest and second smallest angle? Post your answer in the comment section. Yes, now see if you observe the angles ratio 1 is to 2 is to 4 is to 5. Second largest is 4 and second smallest is 2. Now the difference of those two angles according to the ratio is 2 units. And we already know the comparison, each angle is equal to 30 degrees. Then the difference between second largest and second smallest is 60 degrees. I hope you understand the comparison. Yes, very good, Nanaram. Let's move on to that question number 2. Which of the following is the prime number? As you know that prime number, remember that exactly there are two factors. If you take any number, there are only exactly two factors. Those two factors are 1 and itself. And remember this point here, maybe you can expect these information in probability question. So from 1 to 100, total number of primes, 25. In the same way, remember these information 1 to 50 and the total prime numbers are 15. And one important point, remember guys, except 2, remaining all the prime numbers are odd numbers. Means you can able to see units place after single digit number. If you check with either 2-digit number or 3-digit number or 4-digit number, then the units place is either 1, 3, 7, 9. So why? Because after 2, after 5, those 2 digits never repeated in any units place, and any even number is also not repeated in the units place. So remember that, except to all the prime numbers are odd numbers. Odd numbers units positions are 1, 3, 7, 9. If you check with the options here, you can eliminate 450 is not possible, 382 is not possible. As you know that 361 is the perfect square. That's why among all the options, 101 is the prime number. And remember that smallest three digit prime number is 101. Remember that. Smallest three digit prime number is 101. Next, move on to the next question. It's all about time, speed, distance. As you know that speed is equal to distance by time. Try to solve this question. So first, remember this point. If any questions related to the trains concept. So distance they measured in terms of length. So meters. Okay. And the train length is, so length of the train is given as 300 meters. Crosses a bridge, double of its length. So bridge, double of its length is 600. And it takes only 20 seconds. Find the speed. So remember that if any train crosses a person, then the speed of the train is equal to length of the train divided by time taken to cross that person. In the same way, if the same train means if the train it crosses a bridge, how much time does it take means, then the speed of the train is depends on length of the train plus length of the bridge divided by time taken to cross this platform. And we already covered this concept in my previous video also for the entire trains concept. Now the total length of the train and bridge is 900 divided by it takes 20 seconds. Now here 45 meter per second. But you have to convert that information into kilometer per hour. As you know that to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, number is multiplied with the 5 by 80. In the same way, if you are converting any information from meter per second to kilometer per hour, which is multiplied by 18 by 5. Now see, if 45 is multiplied with the, so we are converting meter per second to the kilometer per hour. So which is multiplied by 18 by 5. So this is exactly 9 times 9 into 10, 90, 9 into 8, 72. And the speed here 162 kilometer per hour. So remember this conversion to kilometer to the meter per second, number which is multiplied with 5 by 18. For meter per second to kilometer per hour, number is multiplied by 18 by 5. Next, guys, remember that there are three different models in this proportion concept. One is mean proportion. See, A comma B are two variables. If you want to find the mean proportion, then the mean proportion is root over AB. If A comma B comma C are continued proportion. If you want to identify any third proportion means here the relation is A by B is equal to B by C. One more question here. These are the direct questions. A, B, C, D are continued proportion. If you want to identify that, what is the fourth proportion? See, product of extreme ends is equal to product of mean terms. So, A by B is equal to C by D. So, if you observe that, product of extreme ends is equal to product of mean terms. Yeah. So, these are the three questions. Maybe you can expect a concept of proportion. Now we need to identify that what is the mean proportion. Mean proportion is 81 is multiplied with the 324. As you know the property, root over a b is equal to root over a into root over b. So root over 81, root over 324. As you know that it is 9 and 324 is equal to root over 324 is equal to 9 into 8 90, 9 into 8 72, then the total value is 160. Check your question whether it is mean proportion or third proportion or fourth proportion. So mean proportion means we have to identify that what is the value of that information. Now let's see this question from mixed ratios. A is to B is equal to 1 is to 2. B is to C is equal to 4 is to 7. First you have to identify that what is the ABC ratio. If you get this ratio, then you can identify that then A is what percentage of C. Now see, if you observe the ratios here, there are three elements A, B and C, and B is the common element. If B is the common element, B's position must be common. But you can able to see the two different numbers. So how we are going to equate it means just multiply first ratio with 2. If you multiply first ratio with a 2, then the new ratio become 2 is to 4. Again, if you cancel, then that will give the original ratio. Now you can see that B is common. Now A is 2 units, B is 4 units, and C is 7 units. Now we got that information. See, remember that A is what percentage of C. It means we need A's value, and A's value is compared with the C. Means A is numerator. Remember that comparison is always with the denominator. Now A is what percentage of C means 2 by 7th of 100. As you know that C, 1/7 of fraction is equal to 14.28 percentage. In the same way 2 by 7 is equal to double of this value. So answer is 28.56 percentage. So exact here approximate value is 28.57. Next. See, here the number is given as 5, 4, 1, 2, A. Now we need to identify that which number we should replace with A. That number is exactly multiples of 8. So we should know that divisible by 8 property. As you know that divisible by 8 property says that if last three digits are divisible by 8, then entire number is also divisible by 8. Remember guys, if last three digits are divisible by 8, or then entire number is also divisible by 8. If you see that if last three digits are zeros, then again entire number is also divisible by 8 itself. Now don't focus on the entire number, just pick last three digits. Now see, 1, 2, A, which is divisible by 8, then entire 54,001 2 A is also divisible by 8. Now which number you should replace with A? So A should be replaced with either 0 or 8. There are only two possibles. Why? Because 8 into 15 is 120, 8 into 16 is 128. But you can't see 8. That's why then suitable answer for A is 0. Try this question. Find the unit digits of 12 into 14 into 19. Now here the question, we need to identify that what is the units place value. See, if you want the product of 12 into 14 into 19, it gives some resultant, but it's a time taking calculation. So we have to focus on only units place. So every time whatever the number is given, pick the units place value. 2 into 4 into 9. So 2 into 4 is 8. 8 into 9 again resultant gives 2. Don't focus on the overall resultant, just focus on units places only. Guys, you just scan this QR code. This is my Instagram page. Or you can search V2V Prep. You can able to see that V2V Launchpad Instagram page. And you can check my entire page, what kind of content and notification I am updating on daily basis. If you feel it is useful, just follow us and share this information with your friends also. Or you can connect with through Instagram. If while preparing, if you have any doubts, you can contact through Instagram also. We will always help you. We updated all the informations already, whatever the different notifications related to the placement or any government examinations. All all the information is already updated on daily basis. Okay? Just go through that content. So share with your friends also. You just scan this QR code, it directly reflect into the my Instagram page. It will be redirected. Let's see one more question from time, speed, distance. The time taken by bike to cover 180 kilometers in 4 hours. Find the speed of cycle. It takes double time to cover the same distance. As you know, the bike information, they're talking about bike, speed, distance, time. And bike covered 180 kilometers in 4 hours. So what is the speed here? 45 kilometer per hour. See, yes, speed is equal to distance by time. Distance already given 180 covered in 4 hours. Then the speed here 45 kilometer per hour. But they are talking about the cycle here. So they clearly mention that here the distance is same, but it takes double time. If the time increases, remember that if time increases, definitely speed decreases. If you observe that 4 and 8 almost double, if the time is double, then speed is off. That's it, simple. 45 by 2 is equal to 22.5 kilometer per hour. So why? Because it is, see, time and speed is inversely proportional. So speed is inversely proportional to the time and speed is directly proportional to the distance. In the same way, for the distance to the time, again it is inversely proportional. So remember these conversions. Let's see this question again. Again, it's from ratios concept. Again, the ratio of marks between A and B. A is to B is equal to 5 is to 7. And the respective marks between B to C is 9 is to 5. First, we will identify the combined ratio ABC. As you know the approach, element B is common, then B's position must be common. But you can able to see different numbers, then we have to equate it. So if you want to equate those ratios, which is multiplied by 9 times, which is multiplied by 7 times. So 9 into 5 is 45, 9 into 7 is 63, 7 into 9 is 63, 7 into 5 is 45. Now you got the combined ratio here. A is 45, B is 63, C is 45. Sorry, 7 into 5, 35. Sorry, this is 35. Now we have a comparison. If A scored 20 marks more than C, let's find the difference. When according to the ratio, A is more than C by 10 units. If 10 units is equal to 20 marks, 10 units is equal to 20 marks. Then find the sum of marks scored by ABC. What is the combined value? 45 plus 35 is 80 plus 63 is equal to 143. As you know that each unit is multiplied with a 2 and 143 is multiplied by 2, then the value becomes 286. Now let's see this question from time and work concept. Remember guys, so here work is always depends on how many persons are working, how many days per day, how many hours they are working. If you compare with the two different works, remember that P1 into D1 into H1 divided by W1 is equal to P2 into D2 into H2 divided by W2. This is just comparison. Now say 40 workers are hired to complete the task in 75 days. So initially they hire 40 workers. So if I hire all the 40 workers, they will finish the work in 75 days according to their efficiency. But the thing after 60 days, it was observed that only 60% of the task had been completed. Let us take the total task is equal to 100%. Now, if I assign 40 workers, if they work for 60 days, they completed only 60% of work. If you observe that rest of the work, how much is left? 40. Now these 40 percentage of the work, now we have to assign extra people. So initially we have 40 workers, then we are adding X more people. So because of these addition, then the entire work is completed in 80 days. It means 60 days already completed 60 percentage. Then remaining 40 percentage, because of we hire extra people, it will complete it on 20 days. Let's compare this information here. It's a 2 times and a 3 times. 3 exactly 20 times. Again 20, 20 cancel. So 80 is equal to 40 plus x. Then x is equal to 40. Now we need to hire 40 more people. Then the overall work is completed in 80 days. Let's see one more question from time speed. Now see this question. A person covers a certain distance with a certain speed in 8 hours. We don't know the speed, we don't know the distance, but we know the time. It takes only 8 hours. If he reduced his speed by 30 km per hour, so 30 km per hour. Now he is late by 3 hours, then the time taken is exactly equal to 11 hours. In a both the comparison, distance is common. Then speed is equal to distance by time, then the distance is all about speed into time. So here initially speed is 8 hours. Now we are reducing 30 km per hour. It takes 11 hours. Let's go through the simplification. 11s minus 330. If 330 is equal to 3s, then s is equal to 110 kilometer per hour. Now the question, find the total distance. As you know that here speed is equal to 110 kilometer per hour. It takes only 8 hours. In 8 hours with respect to speed, it covered 880 kilometers. Let's see next question. Now see car A that is traveling towards car B at 90 km per hour takes 24 seconds to overtake it. Now if the distance between the two cars and car A starting moving was 120 meters, find the speed of car B. Guys remember that if two objects are in the motion at the same time, If two objects are in the motion at the same time, it's all about relative speed. See, important points. Two objects are in the motion at the same time. At the same time. If two objects are in the motion at the same time, it is a concept of relative speed. We have a two informations in relative speed. If two objects are traveling in opposite direction with respect to speed is u kilometer per hour and v kilometer per hour, then the relative speed is u plus v kilometer per hour. If two objects are traveling in same direction, if two objects are traveling in same direction, then the relative speed is u minus v kilometer per hour. Now let's see this information. Let's take that here the car A and here I can take car B and the distance between car A and car B is 120. And the car A is traveling at 90 kilometer per hour. If you are converting into meter per second, 18 exactly 5 times, this is 25 meter per second. And car B we can take that x meter per second. Now we know that relative speed is all about if both are traveling in a relative speed. If A already overtaken B, definitely A speed is greater than B speed. So that's why here the relative speed is 25 minus x and the distance is 120. It takes only 24 seconds. Now if you go through the further simplification, then 25 minus x is equal to 5, then x is equal to 20 meter per second. But we have to convert meter per second into the kilometer per hour, then which is multiplied by 18 by 5. So this is exactly 4 times. So here the respective speed is equal to 72 kilometer per hour. Is it clear? Now see the average of S numbers is 60. If 40% of numbers are increased by 10, rest are decreased by 15, then what is the new average would be? Guys, see, we don't know that how many numbers. Finally, we don't want numbers. We need only what is the new average. Let's understand that. Let us take that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take the 5 numbers. So they clearly mention that average is 60. Average is 60. If each and every number is 60, then the overall average is 60. 40 percentage of numbers. So total how many numbers we are assuming? 5. Now 40 percentage of 5 means 2 numbers. 2 numbers are increased by 10. Now here the value is 70 and here the value is 70. And the rest of the values are decreased by 15. Now see here the values are 45, 45 and 45. Now just calculated what is the average of these numbers. Now see 70 plus 70 is 140. 45 plus 45 plus 45 is 135. Then the total value is 275 divided by 5. Why we are taken 5 means we are consider S value is 5. So here 5 into 5, 25, again 5 into 5, 25. Then the new average become 55. Yeah. You can take any number. Next. Guys, I can update either PPTs or PDF in my Telegram channel only. I cannot update in Instagram or WhatsApp. That's why just follow this channel and you can download the material and whatever the notification details or PDF informations, all I can update it in Telegram only. You can directly download it. You can able to see all different contents which are also available in Telegram. Just scan this QR code or search at the rate of V2V VK. You can see my page, Vision to Victory. Yeah. Otherwise, you can scan this QR code directly. It will be redirect into my Telegram channel. So you can download the entire PDFs through Telegram only. Next, move on to the question number 14 here. Next, A and B are two numbers which are in the ratio of 7 is to 13. When A is increased by 3, B is decreased by 3, then the ratio would be 3 is to 5. Guys, initially, there are two numbers A and B. A, let us take that exact number is 7x, 13x. 7 and 13 are just quantity. If you want the exact number, you have to replace, means that now that unit is multiplied with some unknown quantity, it becomes number. Now see, initially it's a 7x and 13x. And mention that A increased by 3, B decreased by 3. So you will get certain numbers. If you cancel numerator and denominator, that gives 3 by 5. That is the way you have to understand the ratios. So cross multiply them. So 5, 35, 15 is equal to 39x minus 9. So just find the difference. Here the difference is 4x. If you take other side, you have to add the numbers. It becomes 24. Then x is equal to 6. Now the question, what is the difference between A and B? The difference between A and B is again 6x. Now x value already know that 6. 6 into 6 is equal to 36. See, now the question, find the least number that should be added or subtracted from 1164. Either you can add or subtract, that must be a least number to make it multiplied by 37. Let us assuming that if 1164 is exactly divisible by 37, definitely it never leaves any remainder. If you think if it is exactly 1164 is divisible by 37, remainder must be 0. Let's check whether it is divisible by 37 or not. So 37 is multiplied with a 3 times is 111. Then you can find the difference is 54. So again 37 exactly 1 times 37. Now 14 minus 7. So you can see that 17 means 1164 is divisible by 37. It leaves remainder is 17. Now the question here, so which number we are going to add? For example, for 1164, which number should we add to that number? It is divisible by 37 means 1164 plus, and observe guys, here 17 is already left means 17 units are already extra. 17 units are already extra means now we have to add 20 units. It means 1184 is exactly divisible by 37. Otherwise, if you want to subtract, remember guys, if you want to subtract that remainder value, we have to subtract. That's why 17 is subtracted from 1164. It is exactly divisible by 37. Or if you add 20 units to the 1164, then that number is again divisible by 37. But out of these number 20 or 17, the least number we have to pick. That's why answer is 17. Guys, remember that if you want to subtract directly, you can take a remainder. Just subtraction, you can directly take remainder. If you want to add, then find the difference between divisor and a remainder. If you want to add the value, then find the difference between divisor and a remainder. If you want to subtract directly, take the remainder. Next, let's see this question from time and work. A and B together can finish the work in 27 days. A alone it takes 45 days. Then what is the time taken to B finish the work? Let's identify the efficiency. Now if you go with the LCM 135, so how you will get 135 means we have two values in the comparison. One is 27, other one is 45. If you take LCM of 27 and 45, it gives total work. Let us take that now the 135 units of work. If I assign A and B takes only 27 days. It means per day they will complete it 5 units. 5 units per day. It takes only 27 days to complete 135 units. If I assign these work for only A, A takes only 45 days. It means he can completed 3 units per day. So let's understand that efficiency. So efficiency is all about per day work. If A and B together per day, they will complete it 5 units. A contribution is 3 units, then we can concluded that B alone takes only 2 units. Now the question, how much time does it take to complete the entire work if I assign for B? Total work is 135, contribution of B is 2 units per day according to the question 135 divided by 2 is. Guys, similar to the previous question, again, efficiency is matters, total work is matters. Just try to solve this question and post your answer in the comment section. Let's just, for the reference, I'm just reading this information. Ajay can do a piece of work in 20 days. Ajay and Banu can take 15 days. In how many days? Banu alone. We are assigning only Banu for this work. How much time does it take? So try it and post your answer in the comment section. Next. Let's see this question. A sum was divided between two persons in the ratio of 4:7. If one person got 480 less than other, guys, let us take that. I have 11 units. How I can assume this number means sum of 4 plus 7. So I have 11 units. If I divided between two people, one person get 4, other person get 7. Definitely one person get less than other person by 3. Now I am distributed only 11 units. Now I distributed to one person is 4 units, other person is 7 units. Now 4 is less than 7 by 3 units out of 11. But the theory says that one person got 480 rupees less than other. It means if each unit is equal to 160 rupees, now the total value is 11 units. So 11 into 160 is 1760 rupees. Next. Let's see this question from boards and streams. See, understand that board speed is u kilometer per hour. Stream speed is v kilometer per hour. If both travel along the stream, if both travel along the stream is downstream. It's the concept of downstream. Downstream is u plus v kilometer per hour. In the same way, both travel again is the stream. If both travel again is the stream, so definitely boat needs more speed than stream. That's why that is v u minus v kilometer per hour. So this stream is called as a upstream. For upstream, boat needs more speed than stream. Downstream, boat speed is added to the stream. Now see 48 kilometers in 4 hours upstream. U minus V is equal to 48 by 4 is 12 kilometer per hour. See downstream is again along with the stream 36 kilometers in 2 hours is 18 kilometer per hour. If you go through the simplification here, 2u is equal to 30, then u is equal to 15 kilometer per hour. If u is 15, definitely v is 3 kilometer per hour. So u is boat, v is stream. Let's see this last question. So partnership concept, remember guys, profit. Profit completely depends on investment is multiplied with the time period. These two informations are important for this concept. Now, A and B started a business with an investment of 7,500 and 9,000. If the profits are equal, then what is the ratio of investment period? Guys, remember that for investment to the time period, it is inversely proportional. Yeah, the relation is inversely proportional. If investment ratio of A and B is 7,500 and 9,000. Let's go through that here. 15 into 5 times, 15 into 6 times. So here the investment ratio. Here investment ratio is 5 is to 6. Remember guys, time period ratio. Time period ratio is equal to 6 is to 5. It's a inversely proportional. Don't go with 5 is to 6. Your answer is 6 is to 5. Guys, I hope you enjoy this session. So this is my WhatsApp channel. Just scan this QR code. You can see my WhatsApp channel name V2V Prep and go through the all the social network platforms here. If you think it is useful for you, then share this information with your friends also. If you are new to our channel, just subscribe and don't forget to press bell icon whenever we gone through the any live, so you will get automatic notification details. So kindly share with your friends also. If you have any queries, kindly reach us through Instagram or Telegram or WhatsApp. That's it about all this today's session. And so we completed 4 different videos. We covered aptitude and reasoning. If you guys have missed those videos, watch it. Still, if you have any doubts during the preparation, you just reach us. We're always there for you. That's it. Until the next session, have a nice day. Good end, guys.